In any country, democratic voting is the most important event that allows its citizens to exercise their power by voting and electing their representatives. And to protect this right of the citizens, conducting fair elections is the basic prerequisite for any country. In a democratic system, every vote counts. But still, many adult citizens don't go to cast their votes on the election day. They may be out of town, or maybe they feel that the voting center is too far. Some might not go because they feel and believe that their vote doesn't count because of the unfair election results. Even the responsible citizens who go to vote have to stand in long queues to cast their votes. In the current system, voting is generally done either by writing your opinion on the paper or by electronic voting machines. Replacement of this traditional system is necessary to limit the voting frauds and to make the voting as well as the counting process more transparent. Further, a system is required that makes voting convenient for the voters, a system that minimizes the cost of conducting elections, as money spent on the national elections is huge. A system which allows us to vote even when we are traveling abroad or are not present in our home state. We are a society that prefers to live online, right from ordering food to booking cabs to shopping our daily groceries and even finding our life partners. Then why can't we cast our votes and select our representatives with a few taps or clicks on a screen? Why can't there be a system where we can vote online through the comfort of our homes? Though many online voting solutions have been proposed in the past, we don't see them in reality. There are a number of challenges that such online e-voting or remote voting system faces. Let us first have a look at these challenges. Remote electronic voting requires stringent security measures for the voting process, because in this case, risk of large-scale manipulation is simply too high. There is a risk of hacking activities by hackers who could directly infect and hack the servers. Even the cases of coerced or influenced voting can be in large numbers. There is no way till date to verify if your vote has been counted in this online voting system. Enter blockchain technology. Blockchain can help to implement an electronic voting system that is immutable, transparent, and can't be hacked into in order to change the results. Blockchain voting is an effective means to conduct fair elections. The first and foremost step in this blockchain-based voting system is to validate the identity of the voter. It is very important to ensure that someone's identity is not being faked, because here every vote counts and is equally important. To keep a check on this, the voter needs to download the remote voting booth on his mobile, laptop, or any other smart device. After that, he needs to submit his identity information, which gets verified by the organization conducting these elections. The organization will refer to their database of the registered voters and verify if the person is registered on their database and is eligible to vote. Then all the information of the voter will be securely added onto the voter blockchain. After his identity is verified, a smart contract will be executed that will issue a ballot so that he can vote and submit it to the ballot box. Blockchain-based voting system will ensure that a user doesn't vote multiple times. Now, you may be wondering, how can this be done? In a blockchain-based voting system, when a voter votes, the polling stations consult the voter blockchain to ensure the voter has not already used up his vote. If the user's vote is valid, the polling station accepts his vote, and in case the vote is found to be invalid, his vote gets rejected by the polling station, thus tackling the issue of multiple voting by a single person. After voting, the vote becomes a transaction and gets stored in the blockchain after encryption. And once the vote is casted, it can't be modified because of the innate immutable characteristic of blockchain. The voter will be even provided with the option to print the receipt as a proof of casting the vote. Through blockchain, the voter will be able to verify that his vote has been casted and counted. The voter can even audit each ballot in the ballot box and confirm if the election results are accurate while retaining the privacy of other voters. In the current scenario, it takes days for the election results to come out. Further, the declared election results are prone to human error. But with blockchain, the election results can be declared immediately after the voting is over, without any chances of human error. Blockchain technology will provide the required flexibility to a voter to log in and vote from any part of the world. He just needs a phone and an active internet connection. This would encourage more and more people to vote and become a part of the democratic world, where the opinion of every person matters. By this system, the valuable votes won't get wasted. And last but not the least, this is definitely a cheaper method as compared to the current way of conducting elections. Many countries and states are running a pilot to adopt blockchain technology for a secure voting system. For example, West Virginia, Sierra Leone tested mobile voting through blockchain in 2018. Apart from state elections, this blockchain-based voting system could also facilitate voting processes inside private companies, organizations, and college elections. The technology can even be used to facilitate the process of voting in reality shows, like talent hunt shows, where vote of the viewers matters the most.